My name is Joseph. I am from London, but I currently live in the islands of the gods in Bali. What led me to the eye surgery is funny simply because I do have a lot of Korean friends, and nowadays they're all younger than I am. So they're all like, 형 너무 멋있는데, 뭐 좀 해야 되겠어. 그러니까 내가 뭘 해야 되니? 그러니까 요새는 남자가 성형수술하는 게 다 it's the norm. But I've never had anything done in my life. But I've just turned 54 years old. And I obviously don't really pay too much attention to how I visually look, because obviously through my fashion or how I am personality-wise, I didn't really think I needed it. And also I wanted to grow old gracefully. But I've always had one thing in mind, is that the bags under my eye, I've always had it since I was young. One of my nickname was Panda Bear Eyes, Panda Eyes. But I never really thought that I wanted to take care of it until this year. And this year, when I turned 54 2 months ago, I found the under eye to be a lot more darker than it normally was. I don't know, because of the Bali sun so much, because of the tanning and everything. I think it really was prevalent that my under eye started to become more visible to me. After about a few weeks of research and speaking to my friends here in Korea, and I decided, okay, why not? You know, you only live once. So that's what I decided. Right before you came in, one of the nurses or receptionists said a few things you cannot do post-surgery. You can't drink. I don't really drink since now I'm in Bali. There's no need for it. I used to drink heavily in London, but I love my espresso with cigarettes. But she's asked me not to smoke. I've negotiated so that I can smoke after 1 week here in Korea, but who knows? I may want to quit that as well. I look very tired, although I'm not tired, and particularly this morning because I haven't slept all night. This morning when I took a shower, I did look at my eyes a little bit more in detail, and I look tired. And I don't want to look tired because as an architect, you work long hours. And I don't want my physical aspect to show to clients, my staff, that obviously Joseph is tired. I want to look like I'm always on it. So I think this is one of the key decisions why I wanted to perform this surgery. My expectation is to be a success. I don't have any ill expectations for myself to look like I'm in my 20s or 30s. I think I sound my age. I look a little bit towards my age. Most people do think that I'm in my 40s, but my expectation is that it is very natural looking, and that I look like me. And that's what I want. So during my month of research, I asked people where they went for generally surgery or any augmentation. The one that I select had nothing to do with money, and nothing to do with how much it is or how cheap it is, but everything had to do with the way the clinic received my questions, how they responded, and number 3, when they had a Zoom meeting or me visiting them, whether I trusted them or not. So the plus was my final selection of the 2. And what happened with Sarah and I, who was communicating with me very in a timely manner, was that I felt that Sarah communicated above and beyond my inquisitions, my worries, and my concerns. They wanted to really look at my life and how I am today, and how whichever I decide in terms of augmentation will benefit my life, and not just physically, but also mentally as well. And that was the decision factor why I chose the plus. And also the surgeon one gentleman that I met who will be performing my surgery, I met him and he is 100% trustable, and I trust him with my surgery. I do believe that people forget information, but people don't forget a feeling, and I remembered how I felt with a plus.